Hi, people of the interwebs. Today I have an exciting video for all of you that's gonna be absolutely miserable for me to do because I'm the one doing the work on that back there. If you're new to my channel, that is Mr. Dose. There's a link up above that will get you caught up on the last time I worked on this car. Everybody else, you know what's happening today. It's time to get started. Pompe e carburant. Bomba de gasolina, Denso fuel pump, and also I got a new fuel pump strainer for the MR2. 2JZ fuel pump is an upgrade for the 3S GTE and the SW20. It's a lot of acronyms. Additionally, I have this. This right here is a chunk of plastic that cost over $300, but it's OEM and it's from Toyota. New wiper cowl, old wiper cowl. I'm absolutely astonished that Toyota even had that part in inventory anymore, considering how old this car is and how hard it is to get parts for. The one I have wasn't even worth saving. There's so many broken tabs and pieces that are just worn down from age and they're brittle, so it is not easy finding the right type of screw that I need. I only have 3 of the correct screws for this panel that are Toyota parts. I don't want to just shove a random screw on here and end up cracking this brand new panel. So I'm going to order the correct ones from Toyota if I still can. It's little things like that that matter when building a car. But that already looks so much better on here. I think there's supposed to be a little plastic cap that goes over there. I'll have to find that. Much better. I'm spending $65 on screws and pieces of plastic. What is wrong with me? If crawling underneath this car just to set up the camera is this difficult, I can only imagine how hard it's gonna be to drop a fuel tank. It only has like 2 gallons of gas in it, so what's that, like 12 to 14-ish pounds or so? Ow, my hair! Sounds empty. Ooh, I think I need to take all these off, just this one. There you go. Ooh, that went down my arm. Okay. This right here is the fuel tank. It's under the center of the car, kind of like where a drive shaft would go on a front engine rear drive vehicle. And it goes all the way down to where my foot is. That's the end of the fuel tank. And here's the start of it. So it's about 5 feet long. Unfortunately, I have to drop the engine coolant, which sucks because it's brand new, but I do have a clean pan over there, so I might be able to reuse it. I really don't like doing that though, because like even little dust particles and crap, if it gets in there, just, I don't know, maybe I'm too OCD when it comes to that stuff. Before I start dropping the fuel tank, I'm just doing a quick visual inspection to see if there's any new leaks, which I think there's just a little bit of oil coming from my oil return on the turbo, which that's easy to take care of and something you don't want to neglect. And then there's a little bit coming from up there on my distributor. Up inside there is some green PAG oil leaking out of that brand new AC compressor. So the second new AC compressor I put on the car, and the reason why is because the 4 bolts that it uses to mount to the block is not perfectly flush, so it's torquing that AC compressor's housing. I'm gonna disconnect the battery just because I'm working on a fuel tank. I don't want to screw around and end up blowing up underneath here. So I'm gonna go ahead and tuck these plugs down inside underneath this ridge, so that way when I go to drop the tank, they don't accidentally rip out. The SW20 MR2s are supposed to have a drain on the bottom of the fuel tank. Mine, however, does not. I was reading that supposedly 93 and up, they didn't have them, but this is 91, so, and I doubt this is a different fuel tank. I don't know. Ow! don't think I broke my nail. I think it just hurt. Contaminant free. I want to make sure it's spotless before I put my engine coolant in here because I'm going to reuse it. It's brand new coolant. I'm so nervous right now. I don't want to make a mess. Oh no! That could have been way worse than it was. I was lucky I only spilt like a cup of milk equivalent. I drink almond milk. I don't drink the cow kind, in case you were wondering. I don't know how that is relevant to anything that's happening right now in this video. What a mess. All clean. Whoa, almost got a spring in the mouth. A little Springer doodle holds the parking brake cable on. This thing was always out of adjustment. So it'll be good getting this off. We'll adjust it correctly. I'm starting to question whether or not you actually have to drain the coolant, because I think these lines are flexible enough that I'm gonna be able to move them off to the side. I always try my best to stick the hardware back in the hole that it came from. That way when I go to reassemble this, however long from now, hopefully not that long, I'll know exactly what bolt goes in what hole. You can throw it all in a magnetic tray, but then you're not gonna know. Yeah, these are pretty flexible. Stop recording. Stop. It doesn't work like a GoPro. I'm not really sure what started these random nature clips to designate a change in the day in my videos, but we're gonna keep going with it. I stopped last night right before the tank was ready to drop. I got a couple bolts and a couple hoses left to disconnect. I wanted to make sure I was fresh and rested to drop this fuel tank, because this is the part that I don't want to screw up because I don't want to blow up. I've never successfully removed this heat shield before because every time I've tried to, something has blocked me from taking it out. I think you actually have to take the downpipe off to get this thing out of here. I don't know. To give you a little bit of perspective of what you're looking at, this is the firewall. That's the front of the car, that direction. Here is the downpipe, turbos up here. This is a heat shield that blocks access to the fuel tank lines as well as the heater core hard lines. I'm slicing the ever-living out of my forearm right now. I have those things, those shields. I should be wearing them. Ouch, come on. God, this nut is so hard to get off. Damn it. There we go. I'm gonna take this X brace off. Victory is mine. This thing sucks. I've always wanted to take this off and I always gave up because it's just a huge pain. This right here is that infamous line I've been talking about of why I have no heat in the car and I have the heater core bypassed. Well, I did, that cap just fell off. This is cracked. So I'm going to have Charlie, since he's a fabricator, come by and repair that for me. I think it's made out of brass. It's really gold looking. Rear of car, front of car. Okay, now that's out of the way. If you're looking up inside here, these are the 4 lines I have to disconnect from the fuel tank. The big burpee straw looking thing is already loose. And let's try not to get any fuel in my mouth, because that's not fun. Let me out. Let me out. Shout out to Gear Wrench real quick for sending me these flared wrenches. These things are dope. They worked great for that fuel line. got like 2 or 3 hoses left to pull, and the tank is ready to drop. I just ate some noodles and had some chicken fingers, and they were absolutely delicious. I was balancing that camera with my thighs also. I got skills. It stinks like an old boat. Oof. Well, that line's oh yeah, it is a little dry rotted at the end of it. That sucks. Oh, maybe I'll replace these once I have this all off. This one right here is real hard to get off. Ow, it hurts to laugh. I have metal in my ribs. Yeah, this thing's really tough to pull out. Oh my god, this is horrible. Ow, it hurts to laugh. Ow, that hurt. That's off. I slammed my arm into the side of the turbo trying to pull the fuel line off. That'll leave a bruise. What the hell's supporting the fuel tank now? Nothing. What the hell? This is the brace that supports the fuel tank, and it's out. There's nothing supporting it. How is that possible? This is mildly sketchy because I don't have anyone here to help me. I have no idea how heavy this fuel tank is, and it's a fuel tank, so I don't really want to blow up. That's it. That's everything. There's a little brass spacer that goes in between there. It's weird. Oh, it might be zinc coated. I don't know. How the So I guess this strap just swings out of the way. Oh. Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure you can do this entire job without draining any coolant. It kind of sucks that I drained it, but it's alright, it's whatever. I gotta fix the heater core lines anyway, so. The only thing I think you do have to do, and I'll see in a second, is remove the AC line that goes up to the condenser. Which kind of sucks, but is what it is. Okay. There we go. I think I can lift this on my own. I mean, it's heavy, but it's not that bad. Ooh, I'm getting wet. All right, I don't want to get wet. Come on. Squeeze through here. Got it. Oh, mother, that hurts. Ow, it's on my leg. I got it. I got it. I got the fuel tank out. This creeper comes in so handy. Ooh, don't want to spark. That would be bad. There we go. It's out. It's out. I can't believe that, dude. This thing is still like at least a quarter full. I thought I had like maybe a gallon or 2 left in here, but yeah, that's not the case. I gotta drain all this out and make sure it's clean before I put the new fuel pump on. And of course I'm gonna clean everything else up around it. But yeah, this really wasn't that hard of a job to do. It wasn't that bad. Some of you are probably wondering what it looks like up inside the tunnel where the fuel tank came from. And well, here you are. Here's the inside of the tunnel. Now you know. I'm gonna end the video right here though because I ordered a steam cleaner and it should be here tomorrow. I'm gonna use that and steam clean everything underneath there so it's nice and clean before it goes back together. And I have to get that heater core line repaired. So tank's gonna have to sit out for a day or 2 until that's done, and then I'll start putting everything back together again. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this, and I'll see you guys soon with another video. Bye!